Hello, welcome back for another video. Now, I want to talk about some of the major news, right? First one is actually, now it seems to be pointing that China outflows of capital is soaring again. And just want to highlight why this could be potential great news for cryptocurrency. Yeah. Now, if you look at the chart in the screen, which is highlighted by 0H, yeah, the news media, the outflows, you see the green line is actually China imports from Hong Kong is soaring, right, by 106%, whereas the red line is China imports, total imports actually fell. This is interesting, when total imports actually fell, but Hong Kong imports is actually double. And this is very interesting. The last time this occurs was when, end of 2015, you see this trend as well. And that was when a lot of the outflows of the capital just went out of the country from China, via many, many different ways. And that have also led into a crypto boom at that time because they went out, they looked into attractive investment opportunities, including among others cryptocurrency. Now we're seeing this trend again as highlighted by 0H. Does that also mean that now we could likely see another upturn, right? That money going out, that they will look into buying into cryptocurrencies. After all, Bitcoin and the other major cryptocurrencies are terribly very low prices, right? Really, really low compared to its high, in its peak early 2018. Yeah. Now, what has the, I mean, of course, everyone knows that officially, right, the Chinese government is, doesn't allow, there's a ban for anyone to actually take out anything more than 50,000. So the limit was just 50,000 USD a year for any individual. They can only take out maximum 50,000 a year out of the country, right? 50,000 yuan out of the country. But for businesses, there's an exception where because they have approved purpose, right, for the business, they can exchange yuan for FX. And a lot of the companies are using this backdoor way to actually inflate up their invoices, right? And most of these are in Hong Kong, Hong Kong-based companies, which they set up by a lot of these Chinese citizens, and they use those invoices. They basically jacked up, right? Some as high as like 200%, and basically that's how they can siphon out the money to Hong Kong. And then when it's there, there's a condition that they say, the additional money can then be credited back into accounts in Hong Kong or overseas. So that's how they can get money out of the country, and they invest in properties, in any other asset class that is deemed have the long-term potential. And they did that last time. And now, could it mean that they do it again? Another way that I have heard that people have, very innovatively transfer money out of the country is via the, in auction houses. They just buy, things that are in demand, for example, like diamond or art pieces, and they will pay like, astronomical prices like tens of millions or hundreds of millions for it. And then it gets shipped to overseas, like maybe Switzerland or UK, and over there they sell it again, for even at probably parity prices or even a slight loss. But that's how they can transfer money out of the country into major financial hubs like Switzerland and UK, and there they can, put it in their private banking accounts, or they can just, buy into other asset class. Yeah. So very, very interesting. Next. Intercontinental Exchange digital asset platform BAKKT announces first acquisition. Now, BAKKT, right, is supposed to be the platform who will first introduce a first platform where it combines, it's going to be very easy for individuals and institutions to buy, to sell, to spend, and to store cryptocurrencies. And, their launch, unfortunately, has been pushed back for a few times now. And there's still no news of when they are launching now, right? And of course, with the US government shutdown, the approval is going to take even long time, right? And there's no news, but I expect it might be pushed to even April or May this year. Unfortunately, I think it will be pushed back by these few months. I don't think it will even be in February or March now, just given that, the US government still haven't reopened after such a long time of shutdown, right? And even if they reopen, they will need some time to relook at this, yeah? But it is still good that, Intercontinental Exchange, they are backed. despite no positive news, which is much expected by the market, that they are occasionally they still come up with all this kind of positive news, and just to calm the market down, right? At least giving transparency on what they are doing. Like last month, that they have come up to say that they have secured 182.5 million capital rounds, right? From among others is the Li Ka-shing family, right? His Horizon Ventures, his firm, actually among the investors as well. So this is great news, right? Then the latest one is they bought a company called RCG. And basically, this is a futures commission. This is basically, it will support, it will strengthen their back office operations, specifically in the area of anti-money laundering and know your customer policy. So in terms of the risk management, governance, point of areas that's the area that they need to strengthen. Yeah. So the thing is this, I think it is a wise move for BAKKT to actually take their time, get the proper approval and then launch, right? Because I think actually they have a lot of expectation weighing on their shoulders, because if they were to launch, so much expectation, because they were the ones, BAKKT is known and has been so much expectation that they are going to be the trigger to attract all the institutions' money to come into the space. And let's say if they launch and they don't have the proper procedures or proper approval in place, and basically then if something goes wrong, then then it will be even more dampening for the market than launching fast. Yeah. So I think it's better to do it right, take it time, do it right, rather than rush it, and then even the impact will be worse, I think. Yeah. Next, Bittrex launches OTC trading desk with 200 cryptocurrencies. Now, Bittrex is not the first to offer OTC over-the-counter trading for cryptocurrencies, but they are definitely the new joining the bandwagon. Other exchanges have already offered similar over-the-counter trading services, and they are targeting the institutions or rich individuals, because the minimum order size is 250,000. Yeah. So the thing is this, so I see this is definitely a positive sign that they are preparing the groundwork, they are investing the time and resources to make sure that they are there when institutions come in. They're basically there to reap all the benefits. Next, TradeStation to launch crypto-focused brokerage in 2019. This is actually part of Monex Group, which is a Japan-based company, and they are going to launch a cryptocurrency-focused brokerage in 2019. So again, just more and more brokerage, more and more cryptocurrency exchange coming into the scene, right? After all, you look at how profitable the like Binance and Coinbase are doing. Like last year, despite the winter market whole year, they still record they still seen a record trading volumes, and that just means that either way, bear market or bull market, they still gain from their trading. Yeah, they still earn that commission. So yes, Swiss multi-billion-dollar bank Vontobel launches regulated crypto custody. Now, Switzerland's major private investment bank Vontobel has launched a crypto custody solution targeting banks and asset managers, according to an official press release published on January 14th. This is based in Zurich. Vontobel Bank is reportedly the third largest financial custody provider in Switzerland, with 110 billion Swiss francs or 112 billion US dollars in assets under its actively developing asset management tool. Yeah, so they are actually pretty small compared to someone like Fidelity or TD Ameritrade in US, who is considering who has announced they're going to look into providing custody solutions for cryptocurrency. And so it is always seems like in cryptocurrency, Switzerland is always leading the pack. They already have the first ETF equivalent, right? And now that they are also the first bank to have offer a custody solutions for crypto. Really, when is US going to take the lead, right? Yeah. So it is not clear exactly what are the solutions they're going to provide, right? But nonetheless, right, this is definitely good for institutions who wants to, pension funds, institutions, family offices, they don't want the hassle of keeping all their own safekeeping, their own private keys, so they would rather give it to a bank, right, with a lot of reputation, to actually safeguard their cryptocurrencies. Of course, there are risks as well, right? So, but yeah, that's why, well, I guess everyone has an option. At least then you have an option. But for individuals like you and me, at least for myself, I really prefer to keep it in my own cold wallet where I have the key, right? I have the option to take it and to plug it in whenever I want, right? And to plug it out whenever I want. Yeah. So basically I have money out of the system, so to speak. Last news for today, right? Huobi Exchange hires compliance chief from global bank State Street. Huobi, the third largest cryptocurrency exchange by monthly trading volume, has hired a senior professional from a major US-based global bank. Yeah, and review exclusively to CoinDesk, Lin Sun-Yilin, former head of compliance for the Chinese branch of State Street, joined the Singapore-based exchange as a compliance director last month. So this is great because Huobi Exchange, because it's cryptocurrency exchange, that they have actually a very a veteran from actually a traditional bank, right, who has very deep knowledge in compliance and how to deal with the regulators. This is very good. Congratulations to Huobi for such a brilliant move, I think. And that's all I have for today. Hope you enjoyed this. And if you think this is great, please leave a like and subscribe and share this with as many friends as you like. And I just want to highlight also that earlier today I have posted an episode on the untold story of Russia and Bitcoin, right? I looked into basically the news about Russia investing their 470 billion reserves into Bitcoin. Is it real? Is it fake? Right? Because there are arguments either way. How is it linked? How does this news link to Anthony Pompliano's comments that sovereign wealth fund entry into Bitcoin will be one of the big trigger into the next crypto rally? And how is it linked to the whales buying 3 billion of Bitcoin in early November within week of 1 week span? Yeah. So please go and watch that as well. And hope you enjoy. And thank you so much. Hope you have a great day wherever you are. Live with high energy, live with passion. Thank you so much again.